my Young and the Restless fans, happy Taco Tuesday and welcome back to the channel. And you know we got more drama in Genoa City to unpack. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll dive deep into this episode. First, we see Lucy calling Faith delusional. We see Nick crossing the line to help Sharon. Kyle romances Claire, and Jordan gathers intel for Ian, especially after she threatens him. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unpack the drama. So we start off this Tuesday with Claire and Kyle as they're snuggling on the sofa over at the Abbott Mansion and discuss gift giving for Harrison. They consider hockey gear, a purse for his mom, and a first edition Hemingway for his dad. Now Kyle feels guilty about all the nasty things that he said to his parents, now realizing that they did everything for him. Now Kyle gives him a little bit of a pep talk and he says, look, I got a lot to make up for. They were right. Now, Claire, the girl is impressed. They share a gentle kiss, and he tells her, look, we're all alone. We got the house for hours. Now, he alludes to going upstairs, but she'd rather go bake chocolate chip cookies. Now, he's groaning, but playfully runs after her into the kitchen. Later, they've made the cookies and eat them while they joke that Harrison's missing out. Now, Kyle owes her for him being able to start things fresh, and they kiss a little bit more, and he thanks her for standing by him when he was just so angry and so bitter. He learned compassion and forgiveness from her. Now Claire becomes a little distant and admits that she finds it hard to take a compliment. Now he lets her know that she's the essence of good. They kiss some more and the romantic music began. They go up to Kyle's bedroom and they kiss and undress before they make love. Now afterward, she's suddenly shy and reveals that he took her recard. Now he seems surprised and urges her to talk to him about anything. She talks about her crappy life leading up to today, her lack of family and friends, and her inability to let others get too close. She couldn't be herself. Her life began when he learned that she had family and got to know him. And she laughed through the tears and tells him how happy she is for everything, especially him, especially you, Kyle says, and then they kiss again. So now over at the park, Faith finds a very saddened Lucy, and she had no idea she was back. Now they discuss Phyllis waking up after the accident and how terrified she was. Now Faith can't imagine any of this. Lucy says all along that the killer was her mom. Now Faith thinks, look, you must hate all of them, but Lucy doesn't hate her, just Sharon. Now she has rage but doesn't know what to do with it. Now Faith calls it all so ugly and unfair. Lucy wonders what Sharon's endgame was. She starts in on Sharon, murdering her mom, and Faith bursts out and yells, stop. She immediately apologizes, but Lucy understands. Now she reminds Faith that she heard all the horrible things Faith's mother said to her dad, and Faith tries to defend her mother, and Lucy said, look, that's no accident. She recounts everything Sharon did and said, and was all because Lucy wanted to be her friend. Now Faith stifles her from defending Sharon and admits that she doesn't know what to believe. Lucy started yelling about her mom being a monster, and how could you still love her? And Faith says, of course I do. This isn't who she is. Now Lucy calls her delusional. Yep, thinking she's on Delulu Island. She can't identify though. And then Lucy cries and Faith knows that she can't make any sense of this at all. Now Faith knows her mother would never do this in her right mind. Lucy goes off on her some more, and Faith reminds Lucy that Sharon got bipolar and would never. And then Lucy interrupts her and tells her, well, she did. Now she took her mom from her and tried to take her father away too. And she cries as she says that while all this was happening, Sharon was kind to her. Now Faith is sorry. She feels for her, but she can't listen to any of this and she takes off. Now we go over to the coffee house where Michael is refusing to let Sharon confess her guilt. Sharon can't live with herself, but Michael reminds her that she had to live with it for 25 years and he won't let her put her hands in the face of a judge right now, knowing it won't end well. Sharon took a life and needs penance. She is crying and whining that Heather won't grow old with the man that she loves or sees another Christmas. Why should she walk away? There needs to be justice. Sharon, just carry your butt down to the prison and let them take custody of you so we can move on with this storyline. I mean, you don't need Michael to tell you not to do that. You can go and do that yourself. However, Michael wants her to discuss this with Nick, especially after Sharon is like, I want to owe this to Heather and everybody that loves her. And Michael is like, yeah, but you need to talk to Nick. Now, Sharon refuses and wants a meeting with the DA so she can change her plea to guilty. Well, just do it already. Shut up about it. Now, she threatens to find another lawyer if he doesn't do this for her. She's crying and says that she's no longer a role model for her kids. She can, though, make sure that they know that she knows right from wrong. Now, Michael argues with her and then reminds her of the emotion that drove her to Heather's death. She doesn't even remember, and the tears stream down her face as she tries once again to convince him to do things her way, when she could technically just do it herself, and we can all move on. So now we swing over to society. We got Chance meeting up with Nick, and he says Sharon's case doesn't make sense, meaning Nicholas. This isn't Sharon. She doesn't remember killing Heather and all those blackouts. Now, Nick believed that this the key to everything, that she got a massive break, and now she is as rational as she can be. What do they accredit it to? Well, Chance admits that he never thought this would happen, and Nick keep going over the events leading up to it. He tells Chance that her meds wasn't working and the dosage change made it worse. Chance thinks it's good information for Michael, but he can't chase random theories without speculations. Now, Nick take out the pills that he got from Sharon's trash can and asks Chance to look for evidence with it on the sly. Here we go again. I know Chance is like, really? Another person asking me to circumvent the law? Now, Chance balks at that, but Nick says that the medicine could be contaminated. Chance accuses Nick of gasping at straws, and Nick agrees it's possible, but beg him to look into it at least. Now, Chance agrees to look into it finally, and Michael texts Nick to tell him they got a problem, and Nick take off. So now we're over at the Fleabag Motel. Ian is reading the news and complain, idiocy, does anyone care about the killer's confession? He hears the doorknob rattle and looks through the peephole. He doesn't recognize Jordan in disguise. Now Jordan grins and take off her overly large sunglasses. She realizes that the disguise will do the trick. Yeah, for him, not us. Now they look in the mirror and enjoy the disguise with a laugh. Now Jordan vows to get the skinny on Sharon for him. Ian can't wait since there's nothing good in the news. Now Jordan reminds him that the Newman family own a lot of media and has a way of spinning things. Now he complains even more to Jordan that Sharon's not being dragged through the mud. Now Jordan tells him, look, just give it some time. Their doe-eyed prom queen is a psycho killer. Certainly they'll notice that by now. Now Ian asks if it's crushed their spirits and flattened their souls. She'll find out, and he gets in her face and practically is snarling at her as he tells her that he knows that she won't let him down. Now Jordan rears up and asks, hey, is that a threat? And he barks at her like he's in charge when they supposed to be partners. Now he apologizes and tells her, yeah, I forgot myself in this eagerness for information. And of course she's squinting her eyes at him, but accepts the apology and takes off to see what she can gather for him. And finally, Nick arrives at Crimson Lights, and Sharon is not happy that Michael reached out to him. She tells them that there's nothing to discuss, and Michael spills the tea. Now Nick sighs and tells her if she changes her plea guilty, she's going to prison. He won't fight her, but might be able to change her mind. Now, he believes her meds were off. Sharon says the meds can't make me hallucinate. Nick thinks that there could have been more of an issue with those meds before the doses was changed. Now, he says he's having the pills analyzed and asks her to wait for the test results before doing anything. And, of course, that does not make her happy. And we can't forget about the fact that Jordan heads over in disguise over at Society, see Faith at the bar, but then Kyle and Claire shows up. And of course, Jordan recognizes that voice, that's her grandniece. And yeah, she's like, oh my God, what do I do now? It'll be nice if they actually bust her ass. Okay, so there you have it. Yes, there was a lot of drama going on. Everything from people calling folks delusional from Sharon whining and crying when she could actually do this herself. But does she really want to, or is she enjoying the attention from Nick and Michael? And then we actually see a romantic moment between Kyle and Claire. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section and stay tuned for more videos to come.